I first came here about 6 months ago to see a magnificent waterfall and rock pool, but I knew I'd have to come back because the creek along the way was just so beautiful. So here I am, can't wait to see what I can find and just take it as it comes. It's so peaceful out here. I've only seen 2 other people. I think this really could be landscape photographer's paradise. So I thought I'd come and check out this little cascade while I was going past. The actual cascade is quite nice, but I don't think the surrounding rainforest is quite as good as further on. I'm going to go down and probably take a photo anyway because I'm here, but I don't think I'll spend too long here. Okay, so I decided I would take some photos at this little cascade. I don't know, I think I found the actual water movement quite pleasing, and I really like these rocks in the foreground and the way the water's flowing over them. I've only got my 20 to 60 millimeter lens on me. Last time I came out here, I came out with my Canon 16 to 35 mil. So what I've just done here is a vertical panorama because I couldn't quite get in everything that I wanted just in a vertical composition at 20 mil. So I'm going to be interested to see how that one turns out. I probably should start heading on. I'm not very far into the journey as yet, although it's not a really long creek, but there's just so much, I think, to photograph. You know, I could spend days, weeks, a long time out here. Photographer's paradise. I don't know if you can see this big March fly. There's also quite a lot of mosquitoes and things down here, and I can't believe it, although I guess I can. I forgot to bring any insect repellent there. I'm not getting too badly eaten at the moment, but yeah, I think it could be a bit of a mess by the time I get home. What I'm finding a problem is this sunshine. It was supposed to be partly cloudy today. At the moment, there's not many clouds around. I can just see a couple through the trees either way, but not very much. It's mostly blue sky. And as you can see, the creek right here is in full sunshine, which isn't really great. So what I'm doing is I've decided to keep working up the creek until I get to an area where it's more in shade. There's kind of this bit which is more open. A lot further up is actually more shadowy and enclosed. So hopefully that will work out. And I might I'm getting distracted by some dragonflies. There's so many dragonflies around here at the moment. They're lovely. I like this tree, and going down there and shooting up, because last time when I was here I just shot from this direction down. is something I wanted to do, but at the moment with the sun out, it's no good. So I'm going to keep on heading up, and hopefully the sun will go behind a cloud. Clouds will come in the afternoon. So I'm in this stunning spot at the junction of two creeks, and I'm loving this tree with its buttress roots, and then on the other side there's an overarching tree going the other way, and there's a big boulder in the background. Problem I'm having is with the light. When the sun's out, the contrast is just too much. I am bracketing, but I don't think it's going to work that well. The other problem is when the sun goes completely behind a cloud, it ends up looking kind of dull. What I'd ideally like is slightly like this. So as you can see now, with the sun behind a cloud, the contrast is a lot better, but it just looks a little dull. So actually don't have a problem at all. I had some sun behind the cloud, a bit of changeable light, so I think we're all good with that one. I'm so enjoying being here today. There's been quite a few people coming and going, heading to the waterfall because it's a well-known swimming hole. So I don't think I'm going to actually go there today. I'm going to focus more on the creek because I've already been and taken shots there. I think I had probably the best collection of images in one kind of sitting from any day this year. So I was pretty happy with how they turned out. So I don't need to go back and do that again. There's also less water here than there was then. So I don't think the waterfall's actually going to be as nice as it was when I was here last. So I stopped at that tree on the way back, and what I found is that from a distance, which is generally how I tend to photograph trees and zoom in a bit more to get a bit more background blur, but from a distance it all blended in because it was all in shadow, whereas when I went a bit closer to the tree and was looking up, the trunk was kind of contrasted against some of the background leaves because there was a little bit of light coming through. So that's what I went with. I think probably this spot, what it needs is to take photos earlier in the day, but when there is a little bit of cloud cover. So you've got some sun kind of coming in to this area, so you get that bit of separation between the tree and the background, but it's not really harsh like it was earlier. Had an amazing day. It's so beautiful here. It wasn't what I expected with the sun being out. I did think it was going to be overcast for most of the day, so that has cut down a lot on the photographic opportunities, which just means I'm going to have to come back again, aren't I? Which is not going to bother me at all, because it's such a beautiful place to come to. So while I did make it as far as the last waterfall, there were people swimming, so I didn't bother going in and taking any photos or filming, because last time when I was there, I had the place all to myself. Now, it's a really stunning spot. I've dubbed it Imladris, or you may know it better as Rivendell. So if you haven't seen that or the photos, you can go check that out here now.